I'm Josh Coriell with NiceCirc, and we're here to unbox the Cyberbot Robotics kit. As you can see from the box, it's actually a beginner level kit, similar to the Parallax Bobot, and except the big difference with this one is that this one uses the microbit as a controller for everything. So you're actually going to program the microbit, and the microbit will tell the bot what to do. You use, as it says on the box, you can use Windows, you can use a Mac, or you can use Chrome to go ahead and program this. On all three of those platforms, you utilize Python as the programming language. Let's go ahead and open this. It's actually pretty simple to open up, and this is actually my first time opening one, so I haven't seen what's inside of here. All right, so to open this up, you just pull forward, and it pops right open. And as soon as you open it, you are actually greeted with a nice little card that says hello. So on one side of this card, we have a picture of the Cyberbot, and then on the other side, we get that resistor code color chart, which is very handy and useful whenever you need to know how to read resistors. And then also some information talking about LEDs, capacitors, and the batteries that are required for the Cyberbot, which unlike the Bobot only requires 4 batteries, the Cyberbot will actually require 5. We've got some packaging there, and then let's see what else. So we have, so this looks like the Cyberbot board. Let's go ahead and open this up to see what that looks like. All right, so the Cyberbot board, we can see we have a place right here for the microbit to go. And then you can see various chips on the back. You have the breadboard on the front of it. Looks like where you'll plug the battery in, where the servos will plug in. And then we also have this three position switch to turn it off, on, and extra on. Just kidding. Off, on, and turn the servos on. So very similar to the Bobot if you've seen that, or the ShieldBot if you've seen that as well. I like the black color as well. So it's distinguished from the Bobot and the ShieldBot through this black color as well, with the Bobot being green and the ShieldBot being blue. And also another neat thing, it has the NiceCirc logo. Cool. All right, we've got some more packaging here. So the product should arrive to you intact, not falling apart. Looks like we have a cable here wrapped up. Let's go ahead and open this. Just rip it open. You could use scissors. I don't need them. All right, well, I already ripped it open, so I don't need these. All right, and let's go ahead and unwrap the cable. It has a little twist tie on it. And it looks like it is a USB-A on one side, and then on the other side it has our micro USB connection, which I believe connects to the micro bit. So it looks like we're just going to connect it, once we connect it to the computer, we're just going to connect it directly to the microbit. So there's not any other special connection. And pretty lengthy cord too, which is excellent because the microbit, they do come with pretty short cords. So this will actually be able to get you a little bit away from the computer instead of having to be 3 inches next to the USB port. All right, what is next? All right, so the next thing we have, it looks like it's a bunch of the parts for the bot itself. We have a bunch of screws in this bag, screws, nuts, and the standoffs, it looks like, for the board, and also the whiskers. There's a few nylon screws in there as well. And then the pin that attaches the wheel on the back side of the bot. So I'm just going to leave these in the bag just so they're not scattered all over the place. All right, other stuff in this bag, we have the back wheel. So it's the ball that makes the back wheel on the bot. And then we also have a standard Parallax wheel that connects to the servos. So we have one of those. We also have another one of those. And then lastly, we have the two rubber pieces that wrap around those wheels to give you a little bit more traction on the ground. All right. Yes. Classic. With any Parallax kit, we always get the screwdriver. Looks like nylon nuts. And also some little caps. I believe all of this stuff is for attaching the microbit. I've seen an assembled bot and have used an assembled bot, but I believe this stuff is for attaching the microbit to the board. What else? Ooh, there's a lot in here. So right here we have another little baggie, unsealed bag. And in that bag we have servo, Parallax servo. We have another Parallax continuous rotation servo. And then we have, well, we have the chassis for the bot. And it looks like this chassis is exactly the same as the other bots, the shield bot and the bow bot. And then also inside of the chassis, it's kind of wedged in there. Remove it. It's not screwed on or anything. The power pack. So it's a 5 battery power pack for the bot with holes for you to screw it on. All right. Ooh, I missed one thing in the last bag. Actually, continue making a mess. So in this bag we have also Parallax's little wrench to help you assemble the bot. So the tools are all included. You don't need to go searching for your wrenches, although a different wrench could be really helpful. Okay, and the next thing we have is it's labeled microbit module. So I believe this is the microbit. So it actually comes with its own microbit, so you don't have to have a separate microbit. And in this bag, it comes with the microbit instructions that come with all the microbits. And then also, the microbit itself is in another little bag. All right, and then we have the microbit, and it looks like I got a blue one. So, push buttons, reset button on the back, it's all there. Okay, and then there's one more bag in the box. We have, looks like the bag of circuitry components. Let's see, open this up. And these are resealable. A lot of these bags are resealable, so you can actually use them to, once you take the components out, use them to store the components back in there. So let's see, what components do we have? We have some resistors. We have more resistors. We have, looks like capacitors and some infrared LEDs. We also have wires, jumper wires. We have some more jumper wires. Different colors for the jumper wires. You can use those colors to help organize your circuitry in your head. And we also have more resistors. Looks like this bag is primarily 220 ohm resistors, so you get a bunch of those. And then we have some red LEDs along with some 3-pin connectors, the piezo speaker, and some push buttons in this bag. And I do want to point out that, so the piezo speaker on this board, it actually has its own dedicated location to install it. So that's really nice. All right, continuing with the bag of electrical components. We have the whiskers, Parallax's whiskers. And then we also have, this looks like infrared LEDs. So those other ones are not infrared LEDs. Looks like the infrared LEDs are actually in this bag with the little casings for the infrared LEDs. I don't know what these were. Photo somethings. I don't know. All right, and then last thing in here, it's not actually in its own bag, it's just 2 free floating items in here. are the IR sensors, so we can detect IR signals. All right, and then that's it for the box. Something I really like about these boxes, last thing about the box, is that it actually fits. I don't have a assembled Cyberbot in front of me, but it's approximately the same size as the Bobot, and I do have one of those. The bot actually fits in the box, so you can use it to store your bot and put it on a shelf. So the Cyberbot, once you have it all assembled, you can use it to do the cyber literacy curriculum. We're working on getting the cyber literacy curriculum available for Cyberbot right now on Parallax's website, learn.parallax.com. There's a bunch of tutorials that you can use to help learn a little bit about using the Cyberbot. And then we're excited about the Cyberbot because, one, you can program in Python, and Python is a very approachable language, text-based programming language that lots of industry experts like to use. It's also an excellent robotics platform where you can do any applications with robotics along with the circuitry. You can have circuitry built in on top of it with the breadboard itself. And you can program that circuitry to do whatever you need it to do. As with the other robotics platforms, it helps kids take that abstract concept of coding and programming and bring it to some physical, tangible object that they can see moving around or completing challenges that they may be given. As with programming in general, it helps build those problem-solving skills that students are going to need when they get out into the real world. The Cyberbot was released in March 2019, hot off the press. So I'm Josh with NYSERC, and we are going to put this thing together. So as you can see, you just pulled this forward. There's no tape or anything. You could use scissors. You could just rip it open like I did. Stop. Okay. So you can use it. It's a deep bag. It's a very deep bag. The Cyberbot was released in March 2019, hot off the press. Hot out the oven. I'm uncomfortable. Hot out the bath. Freshly waxed. Oh, God, it's even worse.